Recording start. Yes. Okay, this is online lecture series number 20. So in today's lecture, we will learn theory and the design of a grid chamber. Is it? What should criteria consider when we design a grid chamber? So in the unit number second, many time I told you in unit number second, it's a sewage treatment plant and what are the stages involved in the sewage treatment plant. And each stage is having what process and how many units and its designs. Is that clear? So in previous 2 or 3 lectures we studied about primary stage of a sewage treatment plant and its unit and its process. So previous 2 lecture we studied about screen chamber, what are criteria should be considered while designing the screen chamber, as well as yesterday's lecture we design a screen chamber with respect to flow and other factors. So in a primary stage, this is the second unit of a STP in a primary stage, that is grid chamber. And today we are going to discuss about what theory or what concept, theoretical concept of grid chamber, as well as what factors should be considered when we design a grid chamber. So content of today's lecture, you can see here, this is theory and the design of screen chamber only. Now you can see this pictorial image. Actually this is pictorial image. So left right I explain here. So these are the screen chamber or a screen. When wastewater or sewage water enter in a sewage treatment plant, first it has go through a screen chamber. After screening, you know that screening is a working on remove the floating material. So after that, those material cannot removed by a screen or screen chamber. It came into the grid chamber. Such a type of material, those materials having specific gravity 2.65 above, that material can be enter in the grid chamber. So this is dotted format. You can see here a dot असलेले जे काही material आहे, that means it's a type of a grid. It means a sealed. जे सील्ड किंवा ग्रीड जे असेल ज्याची स्पेसिफिक ग्रॅव्हिटी 2.6 पेक्षा 5 पेक्षा जास्त असेल, it enter into the grid chamber. And then suspension material, it goes to the sedimentation tank. Is that clear? These are the 3 unit of a primary stage. First, that is a screen chamber or a screening, then a grid chamber, and then a sedimentation tank. Is that clear? So previous 2 lecture already we detail discussed about or detail studied about screen and screen chamber. But after screening, water having some suspension types of material in the form of seal, in the form of grid, and those who are having a specific gravity 2.65 above, that came into the grid chamber. And after that, the water remains a suspension material, dissolved material. It goes to the sedimentation tank. This is sedimentation tank design and theoretical concept will the last lecture of unit number second. But today's and next lecture we will discuss about grid chamber, its design, its numerical, and the grid chamber numerical or design in terms of what? Rectangular grid chamber, circular grid chamber, settling velocity, horizontal velocity, overall turn we will discuss in this grid chamber designing. So this is about a grid chamber, and this is a basic treatment of primary stage. So introduction on the objective of a grid chamber. So grid removal basins are the sedimentation basin placed in front of the fine screen to remove inorganic particle having specific gravity of 2.65, such as sand, gravel, grit, eggshell, glass pieces, metal fragments, etc., and other non-putrescible materials. So just I told you, the gate removal basin are provided in front of, you can see here, that is in front of what? A screen. and such type of material which can be admit into that grid chamber, those who are having specific gravity is 2.65, such as that type of material is sand, gravel, grit, excel, glass pieces, metal fragment. जे काही वाळू किंवा ग्रॅव्हल सारख्या प्रकारच्या जे काही मटेरियल असतं सिवेजमध्ये अवेलेबल की त्याची स्पेसिफिक ग्रॅव्हिटी 2.65 असेल, ते मटेरियल त्या ग्रिटमध्ये किंवा ग्रिट चेंबरमध्ये सेडिमेंट होतो, त्याच्या बॉटमला सेटल डाऊन होतं आणि नंतर ते आपण ग्रिट आपण वेगवेगळ्या फॉर्मने काढू शकतो. दिस इज अबाउट इंट्रोडक्शन अँड द ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह ऑफ द ग्रिट चेंबर. So that may clog a channel or the damage the pump, and due to abrasion and the prevent their accumulation in the sludge digester. You know that many times if such type of material into the sewage treatment plant, it may possible clog the channel or the damage the pump. Due to prevent the abrasion of uh, clogging and the damage of pumps, so that prevent their accumulation sludge in the digesters. Is that clear? These are the objective of a grit removal basin. So in Marathi you can say this grit chamber is what? जे मटेरियल म्हणजे मातीसारखे मटेरियल, गॅरासारखे मटेरियल, गीट सारखे मटेरियल जे असतील त्याची स्पेसिफिक ग्रेविटी 2.65 पेक्षा जास्त असेल, असे मटेरियल सेकंड युनिटमध्ये, प्रायमरी स्टेजच्या सेकंड युनिटमध्ये सेटल डाऊन होता. आणि मोस्टली हे मटेरियल जर सेटल डाऊन नाही झालं तर ते जो काही ट्रीटमेंट प्लांटचं जे पंपिंग सिस्टम आहे ते क्लॉक करू शकतो किंवा डॅमेज करू शकतो. म्हणून असं मटेरियल सेकंडरी ट्रीटमेंट प्लांटमध्ये जाऊ नये, प्युट्रुसिबल होऊ नये, त्यासाठी ते डायजेस्टरच्या याच्यात प्युट्रुसिबल होऊ नये किंवा त्याला अक्युमुलेशन प्रकारचं होऊ नये म्हणून ते मटेरियल अगोदरच ग्रिड चेंबर मधून काढून घेणे. दिस इज अबाउट इंट्रोडक्शन अँड द ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह ऑफ अ ग्रिड चेंबर. So now this is settling categories. So when that material should be settled down in the grid chamber, and they are having a different types of a zone with respect to the settling categories. So when we can say this is a one type of settling category, the discrete settling in the diluted suspension grid chamber, good example. So discrete settling in a dilute suspension, if there is the such type of suspension has been happen, that will be the type 1 settling categories in the grid chamber example. So second one, when we can see the type 2 settling categories, flocculent material in the dilute suspension. Is that clear? The flocculent types of material there are still, that will be the what second types of settling tank in a, and that may happen in a primary settling basin, good example. And third one type settling categories, that is zone. Please mute your mic. When you can see type third settling categories, that is high concentration of, that is greater than 1000 mg per liter, particles interfere with each other settling, secondary settling basin. So what? Those who are very high concentrated, that is greater than 1000 mg per liter materials, particle interfere with each other, एकमेकाशी interfere करता, and such type of material or such type of settling zone or settling categories which is under this settling basin of a type 3, which is also called a zone or a hinder settling. Type 4, that is a comparison settling. So weight of a particle cause more settling. So just I told you, those who are weight, those who are density is more, then such type of particle easily settle down. A sludge zone is in a clarifier. So that is of type number 4 types of settling categories. This is about settling categories. The particle classify into 1, 2, 3 and 4 types with respect to what is the settling categories. सो सेटलिंग होण्याचे जे कॅटेगरीज आहे पार्टिकलच्या, त्या 4 प्रकारांमध्ये डिवाइड केलेल्या आहे, 4 झोनमध्ये डिवाइड केलेलं आहे, ते पण प्रायमरी युनिटमध्ये ग्रिड चेंबरच्या. सो टाइप नाउ दिस इज अबाउट ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह, देन introductions and the settling characteristics of a particle we just learned. Now next is a type of a grid chamber. Type of a grid chamber. Now how many types of a grid chamber? We will see one by one. So grid chamber are 2 types. First is a mechanically cleaned and second one is a manually clean. So what are the mechanically clean? You can see here, in a mechanically clean grid chamber, scraper bladed collect the grid settle on the floor of the grid chamber. So if we discuss about a mechanically type of a grid chamber, in which that there are a grid chamber as well as the in which have a scraper bladed, and the scraper bladed collect the grid settle down on the floor, and then it can be removed. So that scraper mainly work on what? To collect the grit, and those grit which is on a settle down on the floor, that grit can be collected by the scraper blade. So such type of blade, such type of grid chamber, which is called as a mechanical clean grid chamber. Now the grit so collected is elevated to the ground level by several mechanisms such as bucket, elevator, jet jump, or the airlifts. So once that scraper having collected such type of grit, and then it can be conveyed through the several mechanisms such as a bucket, elevators, jet jumps, and the airlifts. So mostly the मेकॅनिकल ग्रीड चेंबरमध्ये जे ब्लेडने स्लज जमा करून घेतलेलं असतं फ्लोर लेवलला, ते परत कन्वे केलं जातं अप्पर मोस्ट साईडला व्हर्टिकली बाय द मेकॅनिझम ऑफ व्हॉट? बकेट टाईपचं मेकॅनिझम असेल किंवा एलिव्हेटर असेल किंवा जेट पंप असेल, त्याच्याद्वारे जे जे सिल्ट जे सेटल डाऊन झालं होतं, जे ग्रीड सेटल डाऊन झालं होतं, ते स्कॅपरद्वारे कलेक्ट करून ते बाहेर काढलं जातं. सो this is about a mechanical clean grid chamber. Now the grid washing mechanism are also several design, most which are the agitation devices using either water or air to produce a washing action. So in the advanced mechanical grid chamber, there are the provider also design mostly what about agitations. So agitation is nothing but actually you have seen ready mix concrete truck, त्याची जी ॲजिटेशन टंग ती कंटिन्युअसली रोटेट होत असतात. सच टाईप ऑफ assembly, such types of mechanism which is called as agitation devices, and such type of agitation devices nowadays are designed for the in a grid chamber to wash continuously the grid chamber by the air compressor or the water washing actions. Okay, this is overall about the mechanical clean grid chamber. Now manually clean grid chamber should be clean at least once a week. So who has written here on the screen? Please mute your unart keys. Shubham Papriwal, don't write anything on your screen. Mahajan sir, if you are possible, please close the all anot security or all the anot action by the participant. Is that clear? So don't write on any screen. The annotation action is going on in your mobile, so that it can be reflected here and it can be shown everyone. So in the second types of a grid chamber, that is manual clean. Grid chamber should be clean at least once a week. So if there is no any mechanical devices or no any mechanical mechanism in the grid chamber, it should be cleaned by manually, and it should be cleaned at least once a week. हप्त्यातून एकदा जर त्याच्यात मेकॅनिकल मेकॅनिझम नसेल तर हप्त्यातून मॅन्युअली ते एकदा ग्रीड चेंबर साफ केला गेला पाहिजे. द सिम्पलेस्ट मेथड ऑफ क्लिनिंग इज बाय मीन्स ऑफ अ शॉवेल. सो इज नॉट क्लिअर. द सिम्पलेस्ट मेथड ऑफ ग्रीड चेंबर इज दॅट व्हॉट? शॉवेल. शॉवेल इज पावड्यासारखा एक प्रकार असतो. तुम्ही बघितलं असाल कधी घरी साफसफाई करत असाल तर पावडासारखा एक प्रकारने घेऊन आपण थोडे घाण्यात कलेक्ट करतो. सेम थ्रू दॅट शॉवेल द मॅन कॅन बी collect that grit, and it can be thrown out from outside of the grid chamber, it that manually cleans. So this is two general types. Just is the two general types. Now we will see exactly general types of a grid chamber. One is that is a horizontal flow grid chamber, and second one is that is aerated grid chamber. So this is the general type of grid chamber. Before that, we seen a mechanical grid chamber and the manual grid chamber in terms of its cleaning purpose. Now, that is a general type of grid chamber, that is in terms of a horizontal flow grid chamber and the aerated grid chamber. Is that clear? So one by one we will see in detail here. So velocity close to, first we will see that is a horizontal flow grid chamber, then we'll see aerated. So in a horizontal flow grid chamber, it should be, meaning of horizontal flow in a grid chamber, that is exact what just I want to show here. Suppose this is a grid chamber having the water, and the water enter in this direction. This is horizontal flow. Is that clear? Horizontally flow should be maintained here. This is called as a horizontal flow. So it should be how much? It should be kept as 0.3 meter per second is maintained. If it is higher than that, so there is a minimum possibility to settle down the particle in the grid chamber. So therefore velocity should be very close to what? 0.3 meter per second. And in the grid chamber, we always discuss about a two velocity. One is the settling velocity. It may related to the particle settle down in the bottommost pass is the vertically, and one is the flow velocity, and that is always flow. It's always look like a flow, and it may always as a horizontal. So this is a plus. Horizontal flow grid chamber should be maintained velocity close to 0.3 meter per second in maintained. Now such velocity will carry most of the organic matter through the channel and will tend re-suspended any that settle but permit heavy grid to the settles. So such type of velocity once you maintain in the grid chamber, it can be help to organic matter through the channel. It can be settled down easily, and it can be permitted to settle down easily if velocity close to the 0.3 meter per second in a horizontal flow grid chamber. If that is more than, it may a very minimum chances to settle down the organic matter in the grid chamber or a heavy grid to settle it. Is that clear? This is about horizontal flow grid chamber. And the last one about the horizontal flow grid chamber, that is therefore velocity in the grid chamber shall be neither too low as to cause settling of a lighter organic particle, nor should be so high as not to cause the settlement enter the silt at the grid present in the sewage. So it is a very simple meaning of this sentence says we cannot keep the velocities is very low, and it cannot keep it very high. The when it can be very low, it is a causing of settling high lighter organic particles, and if you keep it as very high, then it's causes of the settlement of an entire cell and the grid present in the sewage. So this is about a horizontal flow grid chamber with respect to settling, with respect to horizontal velocity. So this is the second types, that is the aerated grid chamber. So you can see here two pictures. First we will discuss about this one, that is the vortex type of grid chamber, that is the aerated grid chamber. In this grid chamber, actual picture of grid chamber, so with the sewage there is a rotating arm which are the provider that is continuously rotate that water, and after a few interval it's stop the rotating, and those material, those ingredient present in the sewage, it can be automatically settled down in the this chamber. So in the second figure where I'm moving my cursor, you can see here the rotation of that grid, rotation of that vortex in this manner. And if rotation are going on in this particular chamber, the grid are deposited or settled down in this manner. You can see here. So I already mentioned that grid are in this manner. So that sometime the grid chamber having provided air to blowing the uh, blowing in the water, and due to the blowing ingredient present in the sewage, it can be separated and can be easily settled down by a rotating action as well as blowing of the air. So this is a free aeration grid removal process, that is providing air then remove by grid. So here are two outlet, one in inlet and other is outlet to remove the grid. One is to one inlet provided as for the air blowing, process, and these are the action of rotation vortex. So you can see this rotation vortex in other picture as well as this action picture. This is about aerated grid chamber. So now horizontal flow grid chamber. So it should be length, keep it as 10 to the 18 meter. So you can see here that this is a plan of a grid chamber, inlet wall with the swing gate, outlet wall with the swing gate, and particular section of x direction we can see here, that is the inlet here with the swinging gate, and this is the level or full series level with respect to the freeboard we can see here, and these are the assembly which we are, the grid can be deposited and through that it can be removed. So this is space for the accumulation of the grid. Is that clear? And one is right side of that, it will be the sewage flow going for the further process. Is it? So the length of the grid should be grid chamber should be horizontal flow grid chamber, that is 10 to the 18 meter. Then depth of liquid, so 1 to 1.3 meter, that means this depth of the liquid it should be 1 to the 1.3 meter. Then velocity controlled by means of velocity control devices. So in the grid chamber, velocity controlled by the velocity control devices. You know that all the devices you learn in FM1 and FM2. So what are the that devices you can see here? So in the next slide we will see what are the exactly devices. So now this is about the types of grid chamber in terms of what, in terms of its cleaning purpose, in terms of its velocity, in terms of settling velocity, settling of a particle, manner, properties. So just we seen uh, about types in terms of a different criteria. So now most important when we design a grid chamber, so what factor should be considered designing of a grid chamber? You can see here first factor, that is settling velocity. So settling velocity is the process by which particulates settle to the bottom of a liquid and the form of sediment is given by Stokes law for the laminar flow. So settling velocity is the very simple. If this is a grid chamber, any grid chamber having sewage, and you know that sewage having a different types of inorganic and organic matter, and that organic matter easily settle down at the bottommost part of that particular unit, and that particular unit bottommost part, that is sediment of that sewage or sewage flow, that means easily settle down the particle at bottommost part through the flow velocity, which is called as settling velocity. Is that clear? म्हणजेच ही जर फ्लोची हॉरिझॉन्टल व्हेलॉसिटी असेल आणि याच्यामध्ये जर ग्रेडियंट असतील, वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारचे ग्रेडियंट असतील, म्हणजे ऑर्गॅनिक ग्रेडियंट, या फ्लो व्हेलॉसिटी बरोबर ते बॉटम मोस्ट स्पॉटला सेटल झाले पाहिजे, तर ती ही सेटल होण्याची जी प्रोसेस आहे विच इज कॉल्ड ॲज अ सेटलिंग व्हेलॉसिटी. And there is if the laminar flow, you know, that turbulent flow, laminar flow, I will not discuss about the properties of the flow, but you should you very well aware of the laminar flow as well as the turbulent flow. So Stokes laws for the laminar flow, which is related to the settling velocity, we can see here, that is Vs mentioned here, that is what, that is settling velocity. It's given by G under bracket, that is a rho p, that means the density of a particle minus density of a water, bracket complete, the size of particle square, whole term divided by 18 mu. Mu is nothing but as a viscosity. So here we can see the another also one formula given by the Stokes for the laminar flow for the settling velocity, that is g under root of gs, that is with specific gravity, into size of a particle square, whole term divided by 18 into v square. So where Vs is the settling velocity, dP is the size of particle, then specific gravity, then rho P density of particle, then rho W that is density of water, mu is the dynamic viscosity, then you can see this is a kinematic viscosity as well as a gravitational acceleration. So these are about settling velocity formula which is given by Stokes law for only a laminar flow. So once again in the Marathi we can say that is settling velocity the word जे सिवेज मध्ये पार्टिकल असतील ग्रीड चेंबर मध्ये ते इझिली वर्टिकली सेटल डाऊन झाले पाहिजे त्याच्या बॉटम मोस्ट पार्टला आणि त्या चेंबर मध्ये जर लॅमिनर फ्लो जर असेल तर सेटलिंग व्हेलॉसिटी फाइंड करण्यासाठी जे स्टोकने जे लॉज आहे ते लॅमिनर फ्लो साठी दोन दिलेले आहे ते जस्ट वी सीन हिअर दॅट इज G and whatever that formula I explained it. So this is about the first criteria you should consider settling velocity with respect to laminar flow and how to find out settling velocity. So now next criteria that is overflow rate. So it is defined as volume of water flow per unit time. So it is defined as the volume of water flow per unit time divided by the surface area of the settling basin. So surface overflow rate is given by SOR, that is equal to the discharge, volume of discharge I always mention is the Q, and that is divided by a surface area per unit time. Is that clear? So this is about overflow rate. What should be overflow rate in the grid chamber? We can see here. So this is a flow rate and a surface area. Now detention period, that is the most important factor, that is detention period. Theoretical average time for which the time water detained in the settling tank is called as a detention period. So it is a theoretical average time. So which of the water detained in the settling tank म्हणजे वॉटर स्टेबल होण्यासाठी स्टेबल झाल्यानंतर ते पार्टिकल सेटल डाऊन होण्यासाठी बॉटम मोस्ट स्पॉटला घेतलेला टाइम that is called as a detention period, and it is a theoretical average time. It's actual. Is that clear? This is about detention period. Detention period vary from 55 to 90 seconds. Generally it is taken as 60 seconds. This is about the detention period. Then velocity control devices. Previous two slide I told you what are the velocity control devices. Already we learned in the FM1 and FM2, fluid mechanics 1 and fluid mechanics 2, proportional flow weir, through weir, parabolic grid chamber, partial films. These are the velocity control devices. It can be maintain the velocity in the grid chamber. Also we can whenever we design we consider the these control devices. Then in a design criteria also for fourth one, that is bottom score and the flow through. That is a very important scoring action. It may be happen in the any chamber or any unit of a sewage treatment plant with respect to its so such a type of scoring velocity, that means a critical velocity for the score, may be calculated from the modified Silt formula, and that Silt formula is Vc. Vc is that the critical velocity that is equal to 3, which is vary between 3 to the 4.5 under root of G under bracket SS suspended solid minus 1 bracket complete into D for the grid particle size. If that is 0.2 mm, the formula gives the critical velocities values, that is 17.1 to the 25.6 centimeter per second. In actual practice, a horizontal flow of 15 to 30 centimeter per second is used at a peak flow. This is about scoring velocity. So scoring, it may be a abbreviation act on the bank of a unit, so that this is a critical velocity always consider for the velocity horizontal velocity flow as a 15 to 30 centimeter per second is used at a peak flows. Now, 6th number criteria, that is number of unit. For manually clean grid chamber, at least 2 units shall be provided. Manually grid chamber asal the must you have to select as a 2 unit. For mechanically clean units, 1 additional manual clean unit as bypass shall be provided. So if you consider mechanically, we require another 1 unit for the bypass provided. The 3 unit should be considered in a of a grid chamber. So dimension, that is very important number of a criteria in the grid chamber when we design it. Freeboard, yesterday I told you about a freeboard. Freeboards, the meaning of freeboard is what? Suppose this is a grid chamber and the level of water in this manner, and it should be easily flow down, flow of sewage, flow of the water in the direction. So this height of this portion, surface of a water level to the topmost part of the particular unit, that is the freeboard, and now it should be kept as 150 to 300 shall be provided. Length can be calculated as by this formula: L is equal to Vh. This is a horizontal velocity into time. Depth can be calculated as D is equal to settling velocity into the time, and bottom slope shall be provided. Width depend upon the velocity control device adapted. So width or the width depends upon the velocity control device adapted. Which type of velocity control device are adapted in that particular grid chamber, then it can consider the width. But length can be calculated through this formula, and the depth can be used formula. This is about the dimension. So head loss, already yesterday I told you what the head loss. Head loss is a measure of the reduction in the total head, sum of elevation head, velocity head, and pressure head of the fluid. It moves through a fluid system. So it should be considered as what? 0.06 to 0.6 meter, and depends upon the velocity control device. Again, head loss, it depends upon the velocity control device. If uh, otherwise, you can consider it as 0.06 to 0.6 meter. So for today's lecture, thank you very much. Mahajan sir, Mahajan sir.
हा बोला रवी सर रेकॉर्डिंग स्टॉप करू
Okay, stop the recording.